So, you might be thinking to yourself, I'm tired of YouTube. There's this new thing called Vidme. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit my YouTube account, shut it down, and I'm gonna switch over to Vidme. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's a bad idea.
This is Gaming It. We are Gaming in Progress.
What's up, everyone? This is Dem with Game in Progress, and today we're going to be talking about something that isn't specifically gaming. As Matt Pat said, though, YouTube, in a way, is kind of a game because it does have its own leaderboards and with a ranking system. Not to mention the fact that there are a large amount of gaming channels on YouTube. And Vidme as well, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Now, we're not going to be talking about Vidme itself so much. More specifically, we're going to be talking about people deleting their YouTube channels in loyalty to Vidme. And this is something that I've been seeing that's kind of been a trending thing lately, given YouTube's recent changes, and Vidme has become more popular among content creators and has become more noticed recently as well. So a lot of content creators are like, well, let's switch over to Vidme and only be on Vidme. Well, that to me is a stupid idea. A very, very stupid idea. But I'm going to explain why. And these are just my opinions. Obviously, this is a vlog after all. I don't pretend to be the know-all of everything of the internet or the universe. Though I might know everything of the universe and I just don't want to share. No, I don't know everything. But the point being, I'm gonna explain myself here, obviously. And now this is in part response to a video I found on Vidme by a user by the name of All the Coins. He titled this video, "Why I Deleted My YouTube Account." And basically the gist of the video is he deleted his account, which had like some 60 subscribers, to show that he was both done with YouTube and that now he was loyal to the great savior Vidme. And that's what a lot of people seem to be treating Vidme as, is this great big savior thing. Now, don't get me wrong, Vidme is a really cool website, and I've had a really good experience with it so far. We do have a channel over on Vidme, obviously, still called Gaming in Progress, and I've been working on bringing over some of the uploads from the YouTube channel onto Vidme, which is actually really easy to do. You can basically just link your YouTube videos from your channel onto your Vidme channel. They'll basically embed those videos from YouTube onto your Vidme page. Your Vidme views will only count towards your Vidme channel, so it won't count towards your YouTube channel. But what's really cool is when it's actually working properly, your end screens, your annotations, and your branding, that'll actually transfer over as well, which is really cool in my opinion. It makes having an account on Vidme easy, because you can bring over your videos from YouTube over to Vidme, and you can establish a new audience on Vidme without having to start all over from the beginning. But what is also nice too is if you do have a YouTube channel linked with your Vidme, below your Vidme video, it'll have like the option to upload the video, to share the video, to embed it, to tip, and you also have the option to share the video on social media and subscribe to the person's YouTube channel if they have a YouTube channel tied with their Vidme account, which is really cool because, again, it allows you to kind of cross-promote and build an audience that can kind of go from one or the other, which is really why I think it's very stupid to delete your YouTube channel in loyalty to Vidme, because you're limiting your options, in my opinion. And that's only one of the reasons, but this is the first one I want to talk about here. You're limiting your options. So let me give you a perfect example, and why loyalty to any one platform, in my opinion, is bad. Perfect example of this. When I started playing modern console games, I started out on the Xbox 360. Really enjoyed it. had a lot of friends at the time to play it with, so we would play Call of Duty and Halo and stuff like that on Xbox Live. Well, I got out of high school, and I found myself with nobody to play with because a lot of those people grew out of it. So I was sitting there basically by myself, and I came to realize that I needed to switch consoles. I needed to switch over from Xbox to PlayStation. So that's basically what I did. I got rid of my Xbox, and I got a PlayStation 3, and then a PlayStation 4. But then for a time as well, I also had an Xbox One, where if I had some friends who wanted to play on Xbox One, I could play with them. And I also obviously have this Asus gaming laptop that you can just barely see here that I do my PC gaming on. Now, if I was only to have blind loyalty to one of those platforms, then I would be missing out on opportunities to make and play with friends on those other platforms. Granted, I do kind of favor PlayStation now, which it's fine. It's okay to have a favorite, but blind dedication and loyalty to one specific platform is stupid. Another example of this would be streaming. So, as you know, we use a program called Restream, which allows us to stream on 3 different platforms. We can stream to the people who like our Facebook page. We can stream to the people who follow us on YouTube or are subscribed to us on YouTube. And we can stream to the people who follow us on Twitch. So each of those audiences was kind of built up on their own over time. But as those audiences continue to grow, those audiences can have the opportunity to become one big audience. So, in my opinion, it's very foolish to limit yourself to a single platform because you're really limiting your options. You're limiting where you can go and what audience you have and how far spread that audience is. Just like you might be loyal to one platform to create content on, people will be loyal to one platform to watch you on. So people who watch you on YouTube might only ever watch you on YouTube. People who watch you on Vidme might only ever watch you on Vidme. Same goes for Twitch and Facebook and any other place. So the point I'm trying to make here is, by limiting yourself to one platform, you're limiting your audience. And that's, in my opinion, not a good thing to do if you're trying to do this in any sort of serious capacity. Now, if you're just doing this as a very casual thing, you don't care about creating a brand, you don't care about creating a name for yourself or a company or creating a community, a really large community or anything like that, or you don't want to do this professionally, then that's fine. I don't believe people who don't care about doing this in any official capacity would ever even switch platforms anyway, because they wouldn't care about YouTube's changes. They wouldn't care about how many views they're getting on their videos or their live streams. They're just doing it for the fun of it. So I don't believe that those people would switch over to Vidme because of YouTube's recent changes or the direction that it's headed. Now, don't get me wrong, Vidme is a really cool platform. Again, we've had a great time on it so far. Very, very positive. Another nice thing about Vidme too is because it's such a new platform and it's still being put together, in my opinion, the staff is a lot easier to be in touch with, and they're a lot more engaging than YouTube staff is, which YouTube is basically on autopilot 24/7 and doesn't ever really take the time to respond to something unless the big people start losing their shit. People like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Boogie, 2988, and stuff like that. When those people start to freak out, and a lot of other varying people freak out, then YouTube might say, oh, I gotta wake up, gotta respond to what's going on, oh shit, everybody's pissed off. So, but Vidme isn't like that because it's a much smaller, tight-knit community, kind of like YouTube was back when it first started out. Which leads me to my second point, which is blind loyalty to any single platform is very dangerous, and here's why. When YouTube started out, And I don't mean when it first started out, when nobody knew what it was, and even the people who made it were just kind of going, okay, what do we do with this? When it first started to be this place where creators could come and find a home and do all these cool and crazy things with video games and art, animation, and music, and do-it-yourself home improvement and stuff like that. When it first became that, it was a lot more tight-knit. People were more willing to work together. People were more in touch with YouTube, and it had a greater sense of community that kind of maybe has been lost in recent years. But the point is, when YouTube first started to become a more serious thing, it had that same tight-knit feeling of and sense of community that Vidme has right now. Now, I'm not saying Vidme will go in the same direction as YouTube, but Vidme is a platform and Vidme is a company, just like YouTube is. And as Vidme grows, so does the possibility that Vidme could go down the same road as YouTube. I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't, but that possibility exists. Which is why you have to be cautious. You have to observe what they're doing, and they're being more transparent right now than YouTube has been in some time, to be sure. But that being said, an air of caution, in my opinion, is a good idea. So those are kind of my reasons, my two main reasons why leaving YouTube for Vidme, for loyalty to Vidme or whatever, is just not a good idea. Again, these are my opinions. Some other reasons, though, some more minor reasons why maybe you shouldn't jump the ship of YouTube besides those two major ones, would be the fact that Vidme, again, is a newer platform. It's still in the early era of itself. It may not always look like it does now. It may not always have all the features that it does now. It does have, again, some really cool features, like the ability to have your YouTube channel under your Vidme video is really cool. The ability to tip and support content creators on Vidme is really cool. And the supporting thing, or the sponsor thing, that's something that only certain YouTubers have access to right now. And you have to meet certain requirements for that, but whereas on Vidme, it doesn't really seem to have any requirements, which is really cool. People can support the content creators they want whenever they want. Another cool thing about Vidme is the categories, the featured and the following and the recents and stuff like that. It does seem to give you a better way to look at the people you've been following and see what they've been up to. But a very recent change to Vidme that happened very recently that I don't think a lot of people noticed is the categories, which once you get your channel verified on Vidme, you have the ability to categorize your videos. The categories, the internet category actually changed to Weird Wild Web, which is a very interesting thing. I'm not really sure why they changed that category, but it was a change that they made recently, and it's not one I really like. I actually preferred the internet category. But I would also maybe like to see some additional categories, like vlogging as a category would be a really cool thing as well. Some things that YouTube has that Vidme doesn't, obviously. Vidme does not have any sort of little watermark branding that you can add to your videos. It doesn't have the end screens or the annotations features yet. So these are things to keep in mind, and these are things that you can have if you take your videos from YouTube and put them into Vidme. And really that kind of works too, because let's say somebody watches one of your Vidme videos and you have the end screen set up at the end of your Vidme video. Well, that person can click on those end screens and it'll take them to your YouTube channel. They can check out your YouTube channel, which for a while might have more videos on it than your Vidme channel. And obviously it'll have more views because your YouTube channel existed longer, so they can check out those videos as well. So basically what I'm saying here, and I'm not trying to like tear all the coins new one or anything. I'm not trying to be rude or anything about it. I'm just saying I don't think it's a good idea to simply jump into uncharted waters, jump ship from YouTube into these uncharted waters that are Vidme. We don't really know the direction Vidme is heading yet. It's still a very new thing, and it's very much an unexplored thing. And something to keep in mind, again, like I said, is it has the potential to go the direction of YouTube. And I'm not saying it will, but another thing to keep in mind too is it also has the potential to become a rival of YouTube. And if it becomes a rival of YouTube, then YouTube will have to start seriously taking a look at itself, turn off the autopilot mode, and start to realize, well, maybe it's time we start listening to our content creators more. Maybe it's time that we start giving them more of the things they want so they don't start jumping ship for Vidme. Because again, your videos on Vidme, while they might be embedded from YouTube, those views only count for your Vidme views. They don't count towards your YouTube views. So, that's pretty much all I have to say on this matter at this time. Vidme has been a really great place, and you might be actually watching this video on Vidme right now. So if you are, be sure to look down below. Check out the link to the YouTube channel thing if you enjoyed. Maybe give us a follow or something like that. You can also check out our channel, obviously. If you click above, next to where the follow button is, it'll allow you to check out our channel and check out some of our other videos on Vidme. And obviously you can check out our YouTube channel as well, and our other social medias and stuff like that. So that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, whether you watched it on YouTube or you watched it on Vidme. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys thought about this video, if you guys agree with me, or if you guys think that I'm just fucking stupid and should shut up, and that Vidme is the greatest thing ever, that it is the holy savior for the content creator. Let me know what you guys think, because I really enjoy reading comments. I know some people might just say that when they're on YouTube and they don't really care about comments, they just want the engagement. I really enjoy reading comments and responding to comments as soon as I can. Obviously, the only types of comments I hate are those, "Hey, this video was great, could you please subscribe to my channel? Could I subscribe to you?" I hate those comments. If you leave one of those comments, I will hunt you down and I will shoot you with this airsoft gun. And it probably won't hurt because this airsoft gun is a piece of shit. But that'll happen. And you don't want that to happen. And I don't want that to happen. Because striking somebody down is expensive. And I don't have time for that shit. So just don't do it. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Everybody will be happy. So that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have and you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to leave a like. Again, leave any comments down below. Check out some of our other videos on YouTube or Vidme. If you enjoyed watching on Vidme, consider giving us an upvote. I know there isn't any kind of downvote thing, which I think is kind of silly because there's a dislike thing on YouTube, but whatever. So that being said, once again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And as always, this has been Devin with Gaming in Progress, and I will see you guys in the next video. Your little branding watermark that a lot of channels will have in the bottom corner of the video, like way towards the corner. I can't actually reach all the way over there. But towards the corner of the video, towards the bottom corner of the video, if you have one of those branding marks, that'll actually transfer over as well, which is really cool in my